Hello crafty friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm Adrienne Bosey of Alice Scraps Wonderland. Today, I'm showing you how to create a mixed media project using the new Sizzix Catherine Pooler jungle themed collection, as well as how to turn Catherine Pooler inks into your own tinted mixed media paste. And make sure you stay through the end to see a little helper that comes to assist me with finishing my project. The base of my project is going to be these wood shapes, plus these are just some of the Sizzix and Catherine Pooler supplies I'll be using today, all of which are listed in the description box below. I'm also going to be using some of the elements from the Prima Marketing Postcards from Paradise collection. I start by selecting some of the lighter backgrounds from this paper pad and then tracing the leaf shapes onto that cardstock. This fern leaf is a little harder to hold in place while tracing, so I use a little bit of craft tape to help hold it while I trace. Then I remove the pieces of tape one at a time and trace where the tape was. I'm cutting these two traced shapes out with two different craft knives. I find it easier to use a swivel craft knife on shapes that are more rounded. Then for this other leaf that has more straight lines, I use the blade that comes with the Sizzix Surfaces multi-tool. Once cut out, I use Sizzix Express liquid glue to adhere the paper onto the wood shapes. To help laminate the paper onto the wood, I use the brayer attachment from the Effectz multi-tool. I'm using 2 layers from the set of 4 layered stencil in the new Sizzix Catherine Pooler collection. To create my own tinted paste, I'll also be using the Lime Ricky Catherine Pooler ink in the Sizzix Dimensional Paste. Sizzix has specifically designed their Effectz line to be customized, so I know this paste will take color well. And because the Catherine Pooler inks are so juicy and the pads are made of the soft foam, it's really easy to press a good amount of ink out onto a piece of plastic. I then place a small dollop of the dimensional paste onto the ink and use some palette knives to mix the color into the paste, scraping the ink up to make sure I get as much of the color as possible. Once I'm done mixing, I have this lovely light lime green paste. I use one of the palette knives from mixing to apply the paste through each of the stencils. Once you pull your stencil up, don't forget to clean up your edges a bit with the palette knife. Let's get into the rest of the layering and embellishments. I've already die cut a bunch of the leaves, flowers, and the two little monkeys from the Going Bananas and Stay Wild die sets. I also stamped out several of the Stay Wild leaf stamps using the Lime Rookie and Melon Ice inks, then die cut them with the matching framelits. Some of the other supplies I'll be using to create this little mixed media medallions include some redesigned molds, Prima flowers and ephemera, plus the white creamy matte paint from Sizzix. I just want to let some of my process play out for you here so you can see how I decide to add my embellishments. I love to dry fit at least the major pieces, deciding what needs to go where. This can help me ensure that the different layers are level, allowing even more layers of embellishments to go on top. Sometimes I change my mind about what I want to add and where. You can see that I switched out small green flowers for a large blue one, and that I eventually changed the position of some of the ephemera. I used the Sizzix hot glue gun to adhere the large flowers to the base of the project. I don't want these moving around, and hot glue will secure them right away. Then I used the Tim Holtz shaping tools to add a bit of dimension to my ephemera. I tuck them in, then add the window molds to each of the wooden leaves on top of the larger flower, again using hot glue to hold them in place right away. For smaller flowers that aren't holding up other layers, I use Finnabare's Heavy Body Gel to adhere them to the project. I use hot glue to attach the first die cut vine to the window mold. The second lighter vine die cut gets both foam adhesive and hot glue to add it to the window mold. Foam adhesive is an easy way to create dimension on any project, and I love to add it. Once the main elements are in place, I dry fit the little monkeys so I can add additional die cuts around them. I give the die cut leaves a little shape with my fingers and the flowers a press with the shaping tools. Then I continue to tuck and add these and the stamped and die cut leaves into the project. Before adding the monkey onto the project permanently, I add another small prima flower underneath him to help give more dimension to the project. For more mixed media effects, I'm going to splatter the leaves with watered down white paint. I add the creamy acrylic and some water to a small dish. Then I cover the monkeys with a little bit of a scrap of vellum paper. It's just what was on the top of my scrap drawer. Then I load up the brush and tap it over the first leaf to splatter the project. For the second one, my niece joins me. I help her hold the brush and tap it over the leaf. For some bling, I add some bright green flat back pearls from Prima's Postcards from Paradise Shaker confetti. My niece helped me decide where to put them, so this took a little longer to do the dry fitting. I started out using the Sizzix Intricate Multi-Tool, but the pearls are a little heavy for the tip of this tool, so I switched over to the wax tip on the scrapbook.com craft pick tool. Each leaf got a chipboard sticker, then my niece helped me add just a little more bling. I started by brushing some of Finnabare's soft matte gel onto some of the flowers. Then my niece helped me sprinkle glitter over the gel. I tapped off the excess on one leaf, then my niece helped me with the second one. Then I showed her how I add the glitter back into the tube, and I let her wave bye to all of our crafty friends. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that it inspires you to make your own custom tinted paste using Sizzix Dimensional Paste and Catherine Pooler inks. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Until next time, happy crafting!